Foreclosures, a very serious subject and one of the most devastating items, if not the most devastating item you can have in your credit report. I'm sad to say that there are reports out that there will be homeowners going into foreclosure again. I'd like to explain what your alternatives are. First of all, foreclosures are considered loss mitigation by the banks. Under the loss mitigation heading, you have, of course, foreclosures, you have deed in lieu's, you have loan modifications, forbearances, and short sales. All of them, except a short sale, carries very serious credit consequences. But I'll discuss them very briefly. A foreclosure is the worst item you can have in your credit report. I'll try to remember most of the things that will happen. Your credit scores will drop at least 300 points. It's one of the few items on your credit report that cannot be repaired. It will stay on your credit report for 7 years. You're usually going to have your credit cards canceled. If you have a job like in the military or the government that requires a security clearance, that can be put in jeopardy. That's just a few things of a foreclosure. A loan modification is a good alternative, but it's going to be like you have to qualify for the loan all over again. You have to have the income, the debt ratios, and only about 5% of the homes actually qualify for a loan modification. Many times during a loan modification, you are put into a forbearance situation where they take all the missed payments and they put on the back end of the loan. Now that's going to get some people in trouble now because they have done loan modifications, they have the forbearance, but now they may not be able to pay that off, and that is going to carry with them. It's not a good situation. Let's see, deed in lieu, almost as bad as a foreclosure. You basically sign the home over to the bank. It saves them about $50,000, and they love it. Short sales. There's no stigma to a short sale, basically. It's called a short sale because the bank accepts a short payoff. 99% of the time, they're going to waive the deficiency, which means that whatever you owe the bank that they're not collecting, they're going to forgive. 99% of the time, you'll get relocation assistance allowance. In the past, we've got as much as 30,000, but that was only one time. That was very rare. Usually, it's around $3,000 to $10,000. And also, I think I mentioned, but I'll mention again, they waived a deficiency. Now, Deborah and I, who's my short sale negotiator partner, she has a record that I would say is unequaled by any lawyer, by any title company. She has a 100% success rate in the short sale. She also understands, I have done loan modifications with her. She's kind of branched off on that, but she's an expert at loan modifications too. So if you have questions, we can certainly get your answers. Anyway, we have together about 40 years combined experience. Each one of us has 20 years experience in short sales. There's a voluminous amount of paperwork that has to be done. You need an RMA, you need a 4506T, you need 2 years of tax returns, 2 months of bank statements, financial worksheet, and most importantly, the hardship letter. And a lot of times we have to step in and help you make that, create that hardship letter. It has to be honest and credible, but there's certain things the banks will look for. So once we help you all with that, we have literally hundreds of hours involved. Deborah has the names of most of the vice presidents of the big banks. She has the numbers of all the executive offices. A lot of times we're working with clerks they're called, I guess, processors or bank negotiators, but they basically are just clerks. When we get into a situation where we can't go any further with the short sale, we, or she rather, will call the executive officers, the vice presidents, and we get things done. This is a proprietary list that she has developed over the 20 years, and she has great relationships with the bank. That's one of the reasons you should work with us. There's a lot of agents now that are new, that are learning how to do short sales, and let me tell you, that's the surest road to foreclosure, someone who doesn't know what they're doing. A lot of lawyers, like I said, work on short sales, but they collect a fee up front, a retainer fee. by law, we are not allowed to collect a fee. We'll have hundreds of hours in your short sale, and guess what? If we don't succeed, which we always do, we have worked for nothing. Where the lawyers get, of course, money for the retainer, and most of them will get monthly fees to keep that foreclosure process at bay and hopefully do your short sale. I do know a lawyer that has a 30 to 40% failure rate. I want to reiterate again, there has not been a short sale that we have failed to not get approved. I don't believe anybody can match this record, and I quite frankly owe it mostly to Deborah. She is persistent. She's got a PhD in psychology. Uh, she is a mediator, a trained mediator, and she is a bulldog. So Deborah in our corner is a godsend for our clients who are in trouble and need our help. So I'm going to leave my phone number. If you have any questions, the call is free. The advice will be priceless. We will save you. We will literally save you. I've been called an angel by a couple of people because of our expertise. Again, there's no charge for what we do. The bank will pay us when we are successful, and we will be successful. Ed Goldfarb, 954-605-8427, 954-605-8427. You can research me on the web at goldfarbrealtyteam.com. That's goldfarbrealtyteam.com. Or you can email me at edgoldfarb@realtor.com. Like I said, please, please call with any questions. I'm available all the time, and we have all the answers that you will possibly need to figure out what your next step is going to be. But remember, knowledge is power, basically. And we have the knowledge and the power to help you out of the most complex short sales, because we've done extremely complex short sales. Thank you for listening, and I hope I don't hear from you, but if you have trouble, if you're in trouble, you know anybody is, call me. Of course, one more thing, I do traditional real estate. I'm excellent at what I do, and I guarantee that I'm going to sell your home. And I also give you a 1-day listing agreement, because I don't want to work with you if you don't want to work with me, and vice versa. So my listing agreement with you is going to be 1 day at a time. Thanks for listening. Ed Goldfarb, 954-605-8427. Bye.